Bare Minerals coin.
Of course.
Bronzer. Blush bronzer. Bronzer.
That made me almost throw up.
Bronzer. Filming themselves being wasteful. That's what really like twists the knife for me.
Get control of your obnoxious child.
Work.
You took a dump on me today. Rid of my breasts. You can't go 2 seconds without this one taking a dump on your breasts.
These blushes look like they're half shimmers.
They are from the olden.
How's the makeup?
Amazing. Your makeup.
You
asked me.
Yeah, I know. And it was just the delay of everything.
Yeah. Hey,
hey, matchies.
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
Oh my God, you know what we look like? We look like it's like Orange is the New Black.
This, when we inevitably get committed to a mental institution, what it will, just this.
Tiptoe through the tulip.
Totally.
Oh my God. Pan 2, we don't even have a podcast. It's just us in a padded room talking to each other. We're like, ha, isn't that funny?
Pass.
Badges.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, there they go again.
There they go again. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Totally.
And you know what? If I came to and I was just in a padded room with you, I wouldn't mind.
I'd be fine with it.
I'd be fine with it. Don't touch me.
Don't touch me. Ew. So today we also just filmed a beauty video and we spent $400 at Primark. So you need to watch it because let me tell you right now, the makeup, there's aspects of it that are disgusting.
Yeah.
It was a full face of Primark makeup.
Yeah.
Which we also got clothes.
Yeah. Our matching Barbie attire.
Sweatsuits. But then there are aspects of this makeup that are so arousing. Mama, look at me in that mirror.
Look at the material. Look at the material.
Yeah.
Look at me in drag. I've never been in drag before.
You have to watch that video.
They, honestly, Primark as a whole, snapped. Because it's a UK-based company, and we all know if you're a fan of the dolls, you saw the video. You saw the
London makeup haul video,
and it was
dark-sided.
And it wasn't. And I saw people commenting it wasn't a expiration issue.
No,
it was a formula issue.
Because girl, like a foundation that is a year old and it had never been opened, so the clock didn't start ticking. And even if I did swatch it, whatever,
once,
foundations last a year. It's been less than a year.
I've had foundations, and do not take my advice. I've used foundations at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years old.
We've all been there.
And I've had no problems.
Nary a problem as
if
bad
I could
as
wear
those.
old KVD Locket foundation and not have that old wig. If I can have that work for me, that should have worked for me as well from Revolution. So, but again, if the Primark video is out, please go watch it. It was honestly such a serve. And if you have a Primark near you or you can order this online, order that makeup now.
Girl, the stuff that we purchase in that video, I can't even tell you. Let me put it this way. The foundation I am wearing, or foundations, are in my top 3 best foundations I've ever worn in my life for combination oily skin, pores. You have no idea.
You look amazing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you look really great. Your skin looks incredible. And under this lighting now too.
Yeah.
Same lighting as like the beauty room on your face. Like I see shadows coming from here. Your skin looks really amazing. And I got to give it to them. Like I
know. And a lot of the best stuff was actually the Primark brand stuff.
Yeah. So there was like third-party brands.
Revolution.
Yeah.
UK-based brand though, it makes sense. And a lot of the stuff that was Revolution was boo-boo. No, so girl.
The things we passed on, you'll probably agree and see right away that our jump reactions were mainly everything we passed on was
Revolution.
There
was one amazing thing from Revolution. The dupe. Amazing.
Yes.
So, yeah. Anywho,
yes.
This is a fun episode because we got some goss. We are talking about the 12-year-old, like the British invasion. We are talking about the 12-year-olds invading
tween invasion.
The tween invasion of Sephora's.
Yes.
All over the country.
Yeah.
And we are also talking about the return of KKW Beauty.
Again, with the Billy Porter.
The return category is...
Resurrection from the dead, darlings.
Is KKW Beauty, aka Skim Milk. What is the new brand?
Is it Skin?
Skin. SKKN.
No, Skim.
Skin, SKKN.
Oh, because it's SKKN, like Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
I was wondering why it was spelled. I didn't understand.
I know.
Okay.
She had to get rid of KKW.
Why?
She ain't the W anymore. Yeah. She ain't a W anymore.
That's, oh my God. I didn't even, you know what?
She ran east.
Yeah.
So yeah, now it's SKKN.
Yeah.
So return of that, as well as a Jugunda purchase or pass, because there have been some releases come the new year. I know.
Are you doing it on purpose now?
No.
Okay.
I can go in and out of Billy Porter. He comes
can you
through
now?
me.
How does it,
Yeah.
He does come through you?
Who can? Yeah. He comes out of me when he
yes,
wants
I'm
to.
sure he does.
Yeah. When he wants to.
I wouldn't have taken him for a top, but no. So if you like the fact that this Kim Kardashian skin beauty news came out really yesterday, but the pictures today, I was like, timing impeccable that we were filming today. Like,
Clutch.
it just, I literally almost screamed when I saw the shades.
Should we get into it?
I have high hopes. Let's get into it.
All right, girl. Let's throw up this photo. Wha-bam! That was the Frodo being thrown up. Did you hear what I said? That was the Frodo being thrown up.
Frodo.
I don't know.
Not Frodo.
I mixed precious. I mixed up all my words.
You do be looking like Gollum.
Yeah. Let's throw up.
Gollum with a 301.
Totally. Yeah. Gollum. Yeah. Precious.
In this outfit.
Literally, yeah. Where's my precious?
And it's me.
Yeah, you are the precious. Okay. Now we're going to throw up the photo.
So let's put up the KKW. Yeah. Skin photo.
Okay. Kim Kardashian, if nothing else, knows how to make a nude and get nude.
Hello.
Yeah. Girls.
Yeah.
Can we talk about this? So we have an eyeshadow palette. We have liners, lip liners, and we have lipsticks. So let's start with the lip liners.
I just got so excited.
I know. Kevin punched his mic. Girls, you tiptoed out on the porch, freezing in this sweatsuit, just because these photos, and you were like, did you see what got dropped 25 minutes ago on the Trend Mood page coming out just to fucking show me these photos? And I, of course, screamed because, you know why? Not a worm in sight. Kind of, but
no, because you know why?
Leaning cool tone and neutral.
Because here's why. We love these undertones, because where my eyes go immediately to see the real undertones and go on deeper skin, that all of them are cool tones and neutrals. When you go to deeper skin, she made the lightest of the light and the darkest nudes.
Yes.
The most chocolatey browns, those warmer, slightly warmer chocolate browns, like auburn almost.
Yes.
Now the one. The one that is returning, your favorite.
Girl.
That I never got my hands on.
I have 2 left, and they are both down to nubs.
Nude 01 better be the most iconic, same shade.
It was. Girl, it is the perfect nude lip liner, because it goes
at this range of 15 lip liners.
Girl, because you got to realize too, what the photo that's up right now, these swatches are on a white background, so they're gonna appear darker. When you're putting this on even a pale person, the palest person's skin is obviously many shades darker scientifically than a white sheet of paper. So it's not going to be they're not going to be this
contrasting.
Dark. Exactly.
Right,
that nude one is the most perfect nude lip liner that it can go with anything on top. It is perfection. And then I am gooning for number 5.
Yeah, because 6 is a little too mauve.
We're getting a little purple. Yep.
And then, but like 2 and 3, I'm curious.
Agreed.
5, I need 15. Give me 15.
Oh, girl, 15.
Give me that 15.
Give me 14.
13.
Because I don't mind a little bit of a burgundy, like a purple berry in the 14.
Almost like that Fenty color.
Because it'll go with those.
Yeah, and
absolutely.
the Mario color, that deep.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Because the other thing too, which I love, it looks like lipsticks. We're getting wooden pencils.
Yes.
The best formula.
Amazing.
And they look long, which I love, because even her other ones were you can sharpen them, but it's the faux wood. It's not real wood pencils.
I didn't love that.
Which, believe it or not, those actually are that alters what they can do with the formula. So that's why Makeup Forever, being the GOAT, the best ones, are in the wood packaging. And that's why Kylie came out with the wood packaging. Because really, as far as lip liners go, wooden sharpenable pencils warrants the most luxurious formula you can put in a lip liner.
Agreed. Yeah, because sometimes I even feel like the ones that are in that like almost plasticky fake wood,
which was the old KKW.
Yeah, get too like almost thick. And it deposits waxier. Too much. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So this I am excited for. There's 15 shades in the lip liner, 10 shades in the lipstick, which these lip colors.
Girl.
I need 1, 2, 3 right now.
Oh, I need 1.
Number 1 is by far, if I'm only allowed to have one of these, I want number 1 immediately.
Up me like a suppository.
Yes.
Girl. Yes. That neutral cool tone concealer nude has me twinging.
Because, okay, I do have a question though.
Why is number 2 on the white person neutral and then on arm 2 and 3 pink?
I'm very concerned right now.
What I think is, and you can kind of tell from the swatch on the first arm, because that person is so fair, we had a 1 swipe. But on the other ones, because it's lighter, we probably did a double swipe. Because see, look at that swatch on the lightest person. You can tell near the bottom, it's like not crisp. So built up, it might look darker. So we're going to have to see. I know.
Yeah, because I feel like what I envision that shade being on the lightest model, on the darkest model,
yes,
that is not promising.
I agree.
Because of the undertone that it's pulling and how deep it looks. So
and you know what's so strange actually is like the way they look on the lightest person, which is, I love the way those look. They're all the same undertones on the deepest, but then the 2 middles are all different.
Yeah.
Right? They're all pinker.
On medium and tan tones, they're very pink.
Yeah. So but these we're going to have to see, because I wonder even on the lipsticks themselves, that looks so beige. But I don't know. The lighting is hard to really judge.
Yeah.
Because I mean, in this photo, the darkest looks black. I mean, I'm just so excited because I think when a line comes out with something like this, that it's just neutral nudes. Like, don't try to do too much. When we always say there's like, they have 1 warm tone nude, 2 pinks, cherry red, and a berry. I'm
so
like,
Charlotte Tilbury.
Girl, yeah, which wait for purchase to pass. So like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Which this to me, and I can also attest, KKW's old formulas were exquisite. So I have very high hopes that these are going to be just as good. And then we have an all matte eyeshadow palette. So the prices did go up for everything. The lip liners are what, 22? The lipsticks are 30-ish. And then the eyeshadow palette is 50. This I take umbrage with because I do love the tones.
Yeah.
Like that is stunning.
Yeah.
However, for 12 shades in what looks like extremely cheap packaging.
Cardboard.
Square pans, nothing special. Unless that formula cures cancer, why would I not buy the Patrick Ta all nudes for $20 more, where I'm getting 2 creams? Because you know that black. If I want to do a smoky eye, I got to put a cream base down anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't know about this. This is where she's losing
me. The palette loses me. The lips I'm more excited for because I never tried anything from her line really, because I always swatched it when it was in Ultas. I only swatched.
Did you ever put on my KKW1 nude liner? Wow.
So I'm I'm excited to see when we get this, to try it by the original.
Yes.
And try with the new and see how similar it is. So stay tuned for that. The eyeshadow palette I'm not into.
No.
I have the Patrick Ta. I have the Makeup by Mario, so I don't need this.
Absolutely.
But the lips I'm very excited for. Now, is this going to be only e-commerce, like on her website, or?
So this is available January 26th. I don't know when this pod is coming out, at 9 a.m. on their website is all it says.
Okay. So I assume for now.
Yes.
Because who knows, maybe in the future, if this goes well, Ulta might want to pick her up again and be like, hey, because Ulta carried all of her fragrances, all of the makeup, everything.
Yes.
And especially because Kylie's there, I feel like maybe they could strike a deal with her and be like, hey, let's pick up where we left off kind of thing.
Totally. Yeah.
So I have high hopes, but I really would love to swatch these. But I want to get that, if anything, the nude one liner and lipstick.
Oh, I need the lip liners and lipstick. Totally. All right, girl. 10-year-olds or teens, apparently 5-year-olds.
Tweens.
Girl, all the way to 5
kids.
to 13, 12, 11 years old are invading Sephora. I blame the parents. And it's like to the level, I mean, swarming the store, buying specifically, and maybe you can speak to this more. There's a big issue on top of it going around of like not only all of these videos of like moms bringing they're like, oh, bringing my 11-year-olds, like buying them Dior concealer, which that's your fault. Why are you doing that? But also an obsession with like certain brands like Drunk Elephant, Sol de Janeiro. A lot of kids
Glow
Recipe using products that are not at all made for them and like burning their face. And then I'm also seeing an influx of older people trying to like jump on the bandwagon of like, there was this girl who posted a video, cystic acne, like open sores all over the face, whatever. And she's saying that the Glow Recipe AHA BHA toner burned her skin. Yeah. You have open sore cystic acne. I really wouldn't be putting AHA BHA exfoliating toner on cystic acne every night. And then it's being stitched by dermatologists, like condemning Glow Recipe for the product. Like, because then dermatologists are now jumping on this train. And I'm like, whoa. First of all, know what your skin condition is. Know how to use a product. And then if something goes wrong and you're using the wrong product on your skin, that sucks. Even if it's a learning curve problem. But don't blame the product.
Don't blame the brand. And also, too, with a lot of these brands and products, some of them will even say, like, if irritation occurs, discontinue use.
Immediately.
Or it says, if you have damaged or broken skin, do not use.
Yes.
What do you think damaged or broken skin means, mama?
Yeah.
So when you have open cystic acne, maybe we're not putting active ingredients on it.
Totally.
And a dermatologist jumping on the bandwagon. And here's
that's what I mean. Everyone's trying to like...
Oh, because this gets under my skin.
Yeah.
Because dermatologists, I'm going to say the ones that are very vocal, that are like, this isn't right. And they're condemning Glow Recipe. They're condemning Drunk Elephant, all these top brands right now. I feel like a lot of them, what their issue is that they're like, oh, but like, you shouldn't be using this. But you're recommending products to your clients. Yeah. And that are coming to you every day that you're probably getting kickbacks from these brands to recommend products that ruin people's skin. And if they go off of it, it gets worse again.
Putting Botox in their face.
Yeah.
No judgment, but what are you doing? You know what I mean?
And how dare you even try and condemn a brand that is... I feel like Glow Recipe is a very mild brand in the sense. And it is one of my favorite brands
on the market
to date because they do it well. And honestly, they're such like a reputable brand that how dare you try and take them down? Because that toner for what it is very mild. And so if it is irritating you, which can happen because anybody could be sensitive to anything. I always say to people, when people say to me, I have sensitive skin, what should I use?
Yes.
I said, what are you sensitive to? I don't know. Well, that's a conversation that you need to have with yourself first. Before you come to me and say, I have sensitive skin, I can't help you. I can't tell you what is going to be sensitive to you because I'm not bothered. Personally, I'm not bothered by retinol. Any super anti-aging AHAs, BHAs, retinol, anything like that, anything resurfacing does not bother me.
Same.
But I can respect that on the other hand, someone right next to me could be like, oh, I use hyaluronic acid and it doesn't feel great on my skin. It makes my skin red. I might be sensitive to that. I might be allergic to something.
Yes.
What you're sensitive to and what someone else is sensitive to and what your reaction is isn't going to be the consensus of everybody. So just because you put Glow Recipe hyaluronic acid toner and the AHA, BHA and it has hyaluronic.
Yeah. And cactus water for soothing. But regardless, you're putting AHA on open acne sores.
I don't care what if you put water
on, girl.
If you put Dove soap, if you put Cetaphil cleanser
water
on open cystic acne, something might not feel right.
Of course.
So don't ever, I cannot stand these people trying to hold brands accountable, like they said, put this on your cystic acne.
I know.
This will help. Like Glow Recipe never said that.
Yeah.
No one ever told you to put this product on your skin.
Totally.
And if a Sephora employee or anybody told you to put that Glow Recipe thing on your face.
Yes. Blame them.
Blame them.
Absolutely.
Why are you blaming Glow Recipe?
It's not the product. Yeah.
No.
And I remember way back in the day when I worked at Sephora with you, Drunk Elephant had just come out and they really were the first one to have that pure retinol. How many people were buying it, not reading what it was, not reading how it was supposed to be used. And they almost were like buying it and using it as like a challenge, like as like a dare, like, ooh, this thing, let me see it. Like, I want it just because I heard it's so strong. I heard it's so this. I'm not going to read the directions. I'm not going to figure out how to use it. I'm not going to just figure out if it's right for me. I'm not going to figure out if this is something I actually need for my skin. And then it was burning their skin. It's your fault.
Yeah. And it was a very specific way of how you use that at the time. Because back in the day, remember when it was in that metal, before it was in the pump, it was in that metal tube that you used to have to roll up. And when it first came out, I remember we were getting trained on it. And they were like, oh, you have to mix it with the hyaluronic serum.
Yes.
And then a moisturizer on top. And here I was, they were giving it to us in gratis. And I was like, oh, I'll be fine. I use retinol all the time. I go and use that product that night I got it. And lo and behold, I woke up, I put a moisturizer on top and my skin was peeling.
Yes.
Off of my skin. And I went to work and I was like, I didn't wear makeup. And I was like, oh my God. Like I put SPF on because my skin was peeling and I was embarrassed.
Yes.
And I was like, oh my God, it was this retinol. The next time I use it, I gave it about like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So before I used it again, because I really wanted to give my skin time to heal over. I mixed it with the hyaluronic and I put a moisturizer. I saw amazing results with it. And it said like, oh, use it for 4 weeks with the hyaluronic and then wean yourself off of it and then use it alone with a moisturizer at night 2 to 3 times a week and then increase usage.
Absolutely.
As your skin gets used to it.
Yeah.
There's a very specific way to use product. And if you, again, like you just said, read the directions.
Yes.
But here it's when people think I could do whatever I want, this isn't going to do. No. If it's telling you it's going to do something and it's a certain percentage of something, or if you have a skin condition, pause, pump the brakes on the car because not everything that a 12-year-old used on TikTok is going to work for you and your skin type and your skin condition.
Preach. Even me, for the first time since I've had it, and now I've been using the Sunday Riley 5 Stars Eye Cream, the retinol, and niacinamide for... what do we go? 2 months-ish. The other day, I started to notice my under eyes flaking, like peeling. And why is that? Because we just took a turn, like for the past 2 weeks in New Jersey, where it's finally 17 degrees. It's like in the teens, freezing cold. And mama, I'll admit, if I'm lazy some nights and I don't do my nighttime, I wash my face and I don't do and I'm too tired to do my full skincare routine. What do? I'm like, oh, well, at least let me put on my eye cream. So I was dry because it's 17 degrees and I skipped my hydrating routine every other night, let's say, but I was consistent with the retinol. So I was in the tundra, freezing cold outside, dry skin, desperate for hydration, skipping the hydration, but not skipping the retinol eye cream.
Yeah.
So you're gonna fucking flake, bitch. Like, that's me. So then what did I do? I backed off the retinol and I was like, you gotta do the hydration, get some rich night creams, which I just got the rich night cream. And yeah, Mama Splurge at Ulta. I got the Estee Lauder
Revitalized
Supreme Night Cream.
Yeah. My favorite time of day
is night cream. Yeah. And I, spring, because I was like, oh shit, I gotta get the hydration in to be able to use those strong active ingredients.
Agreed.
So yes, looping back to the 12-year-olds. So people may not know this. You freelance. I would say you're in the wild.
Yeah.
You're in the field, if you will. I don't leave the house. Yeah. So what has your experience been out? 'Cause, it happened to us today. By the way, as we went to Primark, we also went to an Ulta, which we'll get to that. But so, yes.
So I would say even now freelancing still, I'm in the midst of it. I'm in the field. I'm living in the field. And so, being in a Sephora, being in an Ulta, and some of you have seen me in Sephora's and Ulta. So how y'all doing? But I will say it's, how y'all doing? It's interesting because I feel like as of lately, I'll say that I've noticed a an upswing. And since I've left Sephora in March, there was always kids. Getting dropped off by their parents, even when we worked there. But over time,
lucky, though.
I've been seeing a very steady influx of kids just coming in. And it's definitely funny that the brands that they go to are Drunk Elephant, Glow Recipe, Sol de Janeiro, Summer Fridays, Glossier, Rare Beauty.
Oh, of course.
It's amazing, though, that when they go to specifically Glow Recipe, Drunk Elephant, what really gets under my skin is that when they're taking the product and they're filming themselves being wasteful, that's what really twists the knife for me. Cause I'm it's just disrespectful.
I can't compute. So they're filming
they're filming them doing, they're filming them whether they're filming it or not too, they'll go up to Drunk Elephant with the moisturizers and they'll pump it ridiculously to there's a mound. And then they're going to pump every serum and then squeeze the bronzing drops and squeeze the gold drops all in this mound. And then oh no,
you better.
I'm not kidding.
Why?
I have photos. I've taken photos of these things that have happened and I'm clutch my pearls. It's real. And it really bothers me.
My parents would have killed me.
Are you ready for this? I almost want to, while we're talking, I almost want to pull up this photo because there was an incident where I literally walked in and I just happened to see a mound, eye cream squirted, and then they squished the product with the they'll make the mound and then they'll put the mound on the thing or take the cap of the moisturizer and then squish it all and it all leaks out. It's ASMR. I'm what is this?
It's so interesting to me too, because being a makeup, skincare, beauty, content creator myself. Oh my God. Kevin is showing me the photo. We'll insert it. Ew.
So this was a random day. It's honestly, it's so wasteful and also too
obnoxious. So disrespectful.
You're a consumer.
Yes.
You're going to buy a $62 moisturizer.
If I was going in for my Protini, a refill, and I saw that,
and
I'd
you
be
saw
pissed.
that, would you not be disgusted?
Yes.
Walking in before someone could clean it up.
Yes.
That you're walking over there as a consumer, I would walk away.
Which nobody at Sephora and Ulta make enough money to deal with that.
No.
First of all.
And it's really just not right because it's not only Drunk Elephant. And it's not only Glow Recipe.
Yeah.
It's really anything that kids can pump and do anything with it. It's just this weird fascination of
it's got to be some kind of a trend thing. Though, you know what I mean?
Well, Drunk Elephant had and they posted a TikTok of it of Drunk Elephant has smoothies because they don't use alcohol in their products, so it's not they call it cocktailing your products usually, but it's a smoothie, so you mix all your products together. They have the idea of mixing it right on the lid, so hence where that all comes from. But even Drunk Elephant was if you go make a smoothie in Sephora, clean up after yourself.
Okay, but this is my thing.
Yeah.
I am, like I was saying, I'm a beauty content creator myself, and even I am not, in my opinion, exposed to enough marketing for Glow Recipe or Drunk Elephant. What propaganda are these kids being shown that they're gooning for Drunk Elephant and Sol de Janeiro and Glow Recipe? You know what I'm saying? In our day, we can trace what a trend's origin was. We all wore criminally low-rise jeans. Why? Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera. It was the trend. It was they wore it. We wanted it. The cause effect. What is the cause of this? I can't wrap my head around this.
And the trend of Drunk Elephant now, especially because of how much of a hot trend this brand is. Tiffany Masterson, who is the owner, CEO.
Yeah.
She even has spoken out because people have asked her, they're do you market your stuff to tweens? And
that's
she was
what I'm saying.
She goes, of course not.
Of course not.
She goes, is there products that are safe for them? Absolutely.
Yes.
She goes, but there are also a lot of products that are not.
Yes.
And these kids do want these products. And she was educating people on for what age groups are, what products work. But I'm thinking, where did this start? Where is the trend starting?
Girl.
Who did it? Was and I'm thinking because everything has to start somewhere.
Somewhere.
Did Hailey Bieber started the Makeup Forever lip liners?
Happening.
Who was it that posted this that defined
is riling them up?
That defined Summer Fridays, Glow Recipe, Rare Beauty, Drunk Elephant, all of these things. And you know what? Honestly, I'm not mad about it, but I'm curious. I'm I don't ever see these videos on my social media.
Yes.
What am I missing?
And let's be real. it's the parents' fault because you and I were a little older because we just were in the, you know, invention, if you will, of beauty YouTube. But we were even, I don't know, when all of the OGs hit the scene, I was probably 16, 17 maybe. Were our mothers going out and buying us Dior concealer? Don't blame the kids. No. This generation, quote unquote, isn't obnoxious. No. Why are you bringing your fucking 5 to 12-year-old into Sephora
and getting
to buy
them whatever they
wanted? Anything. Anyone under the age of 13, unusually young, acne excluded, anybody under the age of 14, 13 needs nothing but a cleanser, a gentle moisturizer, and SPF.
Yeah.
That is all they need.
And it really does. It gets a little out of control, especially I feel like skincare is one thing because you know what, like you do pay more for premium skincare. I get it. But when it comes to luxury makeup, $24 lip balms,
girl,
going and like again with like Sol de Janeiro and the body sprays and the body creams and everything, I literally laughed to myself because I said one of my friends who also freelances, she's a school teacher, and we were talking and I said, do you just like see these 10-year-olds with Stanley's, Sol de Janeiro, all smelling the same, sounding the same, putting on the Summer Fridays lip balm and pumping Drunk Elephant moisturizer?
I know.
I'm like, she goes, do you know how many Stanleys I confiscate?
What is a Stanley? A travel cup?
It's the... Girl, for real?
Everyone look at me. I am not a participant of the outside world.
Okay.
And as someone who has a job on social media, I hate social media. So I don't consume it.
Yeah.
Like the minute I hear about something more than once, I run. Because I'm like, oh, this is the thing. And I know the word, Stanley. Like that video I showed you, like
slamming a Stanley down. Yeah.
And the minute I hear, I'm like, and I don't watch a single thing. So what is it? Like
I heard them go, so it's a travel, like a mug.
Okay.
They've been around for years. They make the thermoses that were like, they hold in heat really well or cold.
But what was the old thing everyone was using?
Stanley's.
No, the other brands. They got so popular too. They made mugs out of it and wine fucking glasses.
Know. Wait, they were like my God, I know exactly what you're talking about.
The same thing.
This, again, here we go.
Was the diamonds on the bottom of Stanley?
Could you believe it? Wait, so I'm gonna blow your mind right now. So Stanley's went viral and I was like, I remember hearing about it like a while back and I was like, what the hell are these going viral for? Yeah. So then I started seeing all these younger girls getting them. The other day, Starbucks came out with a Target exclusive Stanley. You were allowed 2 per customer.
Yeah.
When I tell you people were lined up outside the Target stores, camping out basically for a mug. These Stanleys are $50. They come in all different colors. This one, when I tell you, people were fighting. Johnny.
Tickle Me Elmo, Black Friday.
No.
Yeah.
No joke. That.
Yeah.
There was a guy who jumped over the counter at the Starbucks Target to grab the box and to steal it. And people were somebody tackled him and trying to take him down.
Hot.
Because they were like, no, like absolutely. And it was I think it was another customer that was like, hell no, you're not stealing these. Like get in line like the rest of us. We've been waiting. Because they only got 40 pieces.
Yeah.
They were like, no, like screw you. Like we've been waiting for hours. Jumped on him, tackled him.
Good. I love
left
justice.
with a Stanley. Left with it. He took it and ran.
Oh, he did get it. But he ended up getting okay.
But it was like
better than a box.
But it's crazy. And then when I looked it up and I saw the Stanley, I was like, damn, I want it.
Why?
And it was pink and it was gorgeous.
No, girl.
I know.
Go to Burger King. I'll spray paint it pink and you carry that around.
Burger King.
A big Burger King cup.
No.
Yeah. Who cares?
Me.
These people, you know what? Like these fucking people.
Because I want to slam it down on a table.
These fucking people acting like this thing is not giving you immortality. And you know what also gives me the ick? When anybody like over the age of a teen succumbs to trends started by teens. Because that's what I'm like, do you understand, whether you know it or not, Regina George culture that was created in a classroom has seeped out of that classroom into the world, and you, an adult, are making decisions because Becky in 6th grade decided Stanleys were cool. That kind of madness from adults because of child trends is why we deserve to go extinct. And that's my TED Talk.
To me?
You don't have one. And the day you have one,
we'll talk.
Yeah, no, we won't. That's when we will stop.
No,
talking.
And that's, I guess,
but you know what I mean. Like as a whole, and I'm not just talking about the Stanley. I'm
but about any of these trends too.
Get
because
a
all
life. You're an adult.
Like the white fox clothing, the $50 $125 sweatshirts or whatever.
North Face. It's a boo-boo fucking fleece sweatshirt.
It's a sweatshirt that says White Fox on it or I can't. I'm like, what is this brand? And they're like dumb expensive apparently.
Yes.
Or I just don't
get it. Enough. And this whole kid thing, I blame the parents. This is like disgusting to me.
Yeah, to blame these kids for going into Sephora, you're letting these kids go in there blind and saying this is your playground?
Ulta today.
Oh.
Okay, we're in Ulta.
Yep.
I joke around. I'm gay famous. No one when I'm no one knows who I am. I don't leave the house. If I get recognized, it's in a Sephora or Ulta because that's my wheelhouse. I can always kind of tell when someone does because I'm starting to get side-eyed. They're like walking slowly and like looking like this. And I'm like, okay, of course, look homeless. I'm in sweat, not this, but pretty much this in black with a big puffer coat, hair like undone. You and I go over to a certain brand, and God bless these girls. We're what, 12, 13?
12.
Yeah.
No school?
Casey says this. We get home and tell my husband. He goes, "Why weren't they in school?" And
by the time we were there, should have been in school.
Yeah, it was. You figure we left at 2:00, so we were probably in Ulta at like 12:30, 1:00.
Yeah.
So why weren't they in school? Where were their parents? Their parents brought them there and left them in Ulta alone. By the way, because there was no parents with them.
No.
None of them were old enough to drive. And they're in Ulta. One of them comes up, and I love when people ask me. She comes up and goes, "Are you that guy from TikTok?" And that always makes me laugh because I'm like, you could think I'm someone else. You know what I mean? So I'm always like,
I have a
TikTok
I have a story
account.
on that.
Yeah. I don't know if you know who I am, you know? So I'm just like, yeah, like I guess, whatever. Very nice. 13-year-old interacting with 13-year-olds is always hysterical.
Hilarious.
I got approached in LA when I was out there in Ulta. 2 girls around that age, 14, came up to me shaking. These girls could bear, and I'm just laughing to myself because I'm like, who the fuck? Like, I'm disgusting. Like
who am I?
Who am I? Like, and I'm like, and
as if you're Angelina Jolie.
And they were a little older, so I could they could carry a conversation. So I could I was like, guys, like grab their hand. I started even asking them questions about what they were buying, shopping with them. These girls were too young.
I was gooning. I got to sit on the sideline and watch both sides of this interaction as if it was a ping pong match and the other person wasn't playing.
I was alone.
You were hitting again. You were ball after ball. You're like.
So, and I always, when I started to get recognized, I always made it a point because I realized when I started to meet people that I had looked up to or I'd seen for a while, when you go up to them and you're like, hi, I love what you do. You're blah, yada, yada, yada. And they just go thank you. And I was like, okay. So when people come up to me and do that now, something I always try to do right out of the gate, I'm like, thank you so much. What's your name? To start that dialogue. And then yada, yada from there. Girl, I don't even know if they told me. If they did, it was just in that 13-year-old, Becky! Totally. Yeah. And then we were there. Yeah. Malfunctioning.
Yeah.
We were there and, a freelancer who, for another brand that a friend of yours, very sweet, comes over to us after the third girl had come up to me.
Yeah.
2 more were going to at that point. And he comes up and he says, he goes, oh yeah, he goes, I saw them bugging out online. And this is what aggravates me. I have to say this is, so I can't imagine actual famous people, this has happened to me before and it pisses me off when I can tell someone recognizes me and they just walk by me and they're like this and they're secretly filming me. I hate that because that's just icky to me. Come up to me. Don't secretly film me where I'm picking my nose. Give me a break. And he comes up saying...
And ask to take a photo, which the one girl did.
Yes. And then bolted like the store was on fire.
And she was like, Hannah, let's go.
Yeah. I was trying to talk to her. I was like, oh, what are you buying? Like,
she was like, let's go.
Yeah. And she fucking ran away. I was so nervous and yelled at her friend. She was like, Haley, come on. Yeah. But your friend comes up to us and says, he's like, oh yeah. He was like, they were on FaceTime in the line.
And like flipped over the camera and then like trying to get and I'm like blissfully unaware because we're just like makeup shopping.
I'm so happy it happened in front of you.
And then, because
it always happens to me alone, and I don't have anybody to like. So I'm so happy it happened with you.
Okay, but the best thing that happened, I think it was the first or second girl, is that you were like, "Oh my god, what's your name?" And she like said, she was like. And I was like, okay, say something. I couldn't handle it because I was like, words.
I know.
It was you meeting Sean Hayes of you not saying anything and this girl froze. Absolutely. And you were like, oh my God. So like, what are you buying today?
Yes.
And because she had something in her hand and she goes, this. And I was like, okay, have a good day. Get out.
Yeah, totally.
Get out. All right. And she is going to relive that tonight when it's like the waiter asks, how's your food? And you say, you too. And you're like, how's your food?
Enjoy your drink.
Too.
You too.
You too. Totally. How's the food? Yep. You too. And you know what? I give her credit, the first girl, for coming up to you saying, are you the guy from TikTok?
Absolutely.
And having like the cojones to be like.
I never would have. Yeah.
I never would have either.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing people and I was like, no, I can't. And then the one time my mom was like, do you want me to go say something?
Yeah.
And it was somebody from a TV show I used to love.
Yeah.
And she was at a farmer's market and she looked like she had the night from the living hell. She was probably hungover. Just a mess. Oversized t-shirt. Didn't look like she was wearing pants. Definitely didn't want to take a photo.
Me and Ulta.
I was 16 years old.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do it.
No.
16.
No.
Literally, my mom was like, just say something. I was like, excuse me.
Yeah. Come it. Like that's all you can do.
And then she's like, yeah. And I was like, are you so-and-so from the show? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, can I take a photo with you? And she was like, yes. Like, I know. She did not want to take that photo, but thank you so much.
Why can't anybody recognize me when I look like this?
Girl,
because I don't leave the house like this.
We don't leave the house looking like this.
No. But the point of the story is like, girl, 13-year-olds invading Ulta today. We witnessed it. And what were they buying? Sol de Janeiro, body cream, butters. I'm like,
Tree Hut.
The
Tree Hut body wash and body scrubs.
What happened to Watermelon Bath and Body Works body mist?
No, girl, that's boo-boo.
What
Victoria's Secret body mist. I used to wear that all the time.
Oh, girl.
No more.
Of course you did.
Yeah, fresh and clean. Favorite.
Yeah, so fresh and clean. Yeah. But this whole thing is fucking weird, man. Because you know why? If you want to get your young child, let's say you do want to get your 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old cleanser, or if they do start breaking out, whatever the case is, walk your ass into Macy's or fucking Bloomingdale's or whatever. Go to that Clinique counter and get, because you know why though? I'm a big, but I just mean a counter. Go to an Estee Lauder counter, go to a whatever counter, go to a counter, because those people are, in my opinion, so much more knowledgeable about that one brand because they eat, sleep, and breathe that brand.
Yeah.
Or if you have to take your kid into Sephora, ask the skincare person, the skincare consultant, tell them their age, what they're looking for, and specifically get it for them.
Yeah.
But moreover, I'm sorry, it's an issue of out of touch, delusional parents letting their bratty fucking children run amok in Sephora and ruin the store. And let me tell you,
steal from the store.
And let me tell you, Beth, Mark, whoever you're bringing your fucking 12-year-old into Sephora, those Sephora employees and Ulta employees do not make enough an hour to clean up your bratty, disgusting child's mess.
Yeah.
So let me tell you, you put your face on the internet and show your little child doing this in a Sephora, so the Sephora employees and Ulta employees can get in their car, drive to your job, open their cheeks, and take a hot, steaming dump on your fucking desk to clean up. And then we'll be even. Boop. But until then, get control of your obnoxious child.
Work.
Alrighty, purchase or pass. Let's dive in.
All right, let's
dive in, girlies. Let's read their rank. We have the Charlotte Tilbury Valentine's Collection 10 lipsticks.
So I have a quick little story to tell you about these.
Tell me.
So I have a friend at the brand who shall remain nameless.
Okay. Let's call her Becky.
Yeah, let's call her Becky.
Hey, Becky.
Hi, Becky. So
with the good hair?
Yeah, Becky let me know that these were coming.
Mm-hmm.
And because Becky knows I love pink.
Yeah.
Pink lipstick. Hot pink lipstick. Hot pink, right?
Yeah.
One of these shades is described as a hot pink lipstick.
No.
It was number 2, Candy Chic.
Yeah.
Was described as like a hot pink.
Which, okay,
or
also on here, number 1, swatched on the lightest skin, is quite literally not the same lipstick that is swatched on arm 2 and 3.
Couldn't be.
Am I wrong?
No, absolutely not.
If I crop number 1 on that pale woman and put it on the other 2, it would be a completely different.
It would be. Why is it peachy on 1, but then all of a sudden mauve on 2 and 3?
What in the Photoshop happened here?
Yeah. And I'm sorry, but did Charlotte Tilbury need more options of red and nude pinky?
Lipsticks in general.
Stop.
Girl, come out with something else that works. Make a complexion product that isn't disgusting, and then we'll talk.
But yeah, I just don't understand what we're doing here. No,
7 and 9 are the same colors.
I'm just, why?
Pass.
What about pass?
On Charlotte herself. Okay. Next up, we have, these are from Smashbox. I believe these are called just the Halo,
quads.
Quads, yes. We have a highlighter, 2 blushes, and they had the audacity to call this a bronzer. Bronzer is a lovely word that
Bare Minerals coined.
Of course. And
blonzer. Blush bronze blonzer.
That made me almost throw up. I don't know.
Blonzer.
When you said it, it came in and took a minute, and I literally felt coming up.
Johnny.
What?
Come here. What is a blonzer?
That is disgusting. What the fuck is a blonzer? No, you're making that up. No. Is that a real thing?
It is. Bare Minerals.
Of course.
Blonzer. I was not joking.
Can we talk about me placing an Ulta order? 8 out of the 9 things I ordered.
You're like, this is brand new.
I thought we're new. I thought I ate. And I'm fucking opening it.
Shit on you.
You fucking opened that box and took a steaming dump in it. Everything I'm pulling out of this box, all excited to show this. You look at me just like, that's been out for 6 months. I'm old. You took a dump on me today.
Yeah.
Right on my chest. Right on my breasts. Yeah. God. Can't go 2 seconds without this one taking a dump on your breasts. Okay, anyway. Smashbox, Halo, whatever. They call this a bronzer, which basically means they're trying to say it's in the middle. You could use it as contour or bronzer.
So it's neutral, so
yes,
calm down.
No, it's not, based on the photos.
No.
Some of them are, I will say, but...
These blushes look like they're half shimmers.
They are, and oh my God, from the olden...
That's a blonzer.
Girl, from the olden days, Smashbox's blushes are so hard pressed. They are fucking, you can't get blush on that brush
until you scrape it with a mascara wand.
That's what you have to do. You have to chisel off some to get lucid and then smash it, grind it like herbs.
Before it turns back to an amber stone.
And then put it on your face.
Yeah.
So I love the concept of this, and I like that they're trying to do something with this. This is the one I pulled. I forget the name of this. This is the, let's just say, out of all the
Fair Light.
The Fair Light, the lightest one. It's a nice color story, but I'm aggravated because I know those swatches are photoshopped.
And C-Pop, because Smashbox owns Becca now, Champagne Pop. Are you trying to call that Champagne Pop?
Clocked.
Because clock the tea, bitch.
Look at that. That is Champagne Pop.
You're disgusting. You're taking something that wasn't even yours.
Yeah.
You're taking something that wasn't even your cosmetics because Becca did it better. You bought the rights to it and now you're putting it in the palette, calling it C-Pop. I'm even more disgusted now that you're dying as a brand, so you had to buy recycle the color and call it C-pop.
Yeah.
Jaclyn Hill is rolling in her grave of
girl.
She's
Literally.
not dead.
Oh no, yeah.
She's not dead, but Champagne Pop is.
She's doing a lot of burying recently.
Her career.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
No,
yeah.
I'm not funny.
Yeah.
Hairy lipsticks. She's in a hairy situation.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
These are disgusting. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
They're just disgusting. Look at those swatches that everything is a half shimmer.
Photoshop. And you know there's
Look at the shimmer in that bronzer. In the blonde tour. What are they called?
Brontour.
I said blonde tour.
Isn't that
Blumpkin? No, bleep that. That's
we got to get to purchase or pass.
Yes.
My God. Okay. Pass on these. We have Dior Glow Star Filter, which is pretty much like a flawless filter. And then we have Forever Glow Luminizers. Okay. Love the shades of the
Star Filter. I don't.
Really? What are your thoughts?
Okay, so it's not that the shades, it's the product, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Why are we coming out with a glowy filter product?
Here's the gig, though. I love Dior complexion products so much. I have never used one that has let me down. So if I was going to trust anyone with this kind of a product, I would trust Dior. And I'm going to say, if it's exactly the same as Flawless Filter, then go fuck themselves. I'm hoping it's something different in a way. Like, almost like, because the Primark foundations were so arousing today, we humored the glowy one that we didn't buy today because we were like, wow, same vibe. Where I'm like, I maybe it's something different.
It'll offer something different.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we have those, but these are the liquid highlighters.
Oh, okay. So the white one.
Excited.
Pearly and pink look nice.
Like I would try even the gold, like, no, peachy. That pinky goldy.
I want pearly.
I know, girl. Like,
because it doesn't look like it has gold. Even on the deeper skin tone, you would see a lot of gold through it. It actually looks like a true pearl white. So
yes,
I'm interested. Okay,
I'm interested.
So I'm eating my words.
I just think Dior's complexion products, guys. I mean, my God, I just learned today, like the good little makeup influencer I am, that I love the Dior Forever Matte. I know they have the Glow, which is I would never try because why would I? I didn't realize they had a middle foundation that's basically like it's called Natural something.
Natural Glow or something.
Yeah, where it's basically a natural finish in the middle, and it is so lightweight, sheer coverage.
Ulta exclusive,
where gooped and gagged. Like for my, like almost my boy every day, like I want no one to clock I have anything on kind of a thing. That's what I mean. I've just never used the complexion. Even the Dior mattifying primer is the best mattifying primer I've ever used.
It is great.
Dior complexion products are just so breathtaking
that
so I will
try
say
these. Yeah.
I would give these a shot.
Yeah.
Maybe not a full purchase, but like a go in store worth checking out.
Yeah.
I would give it that.
Definitely.
Okay. Now we have from Tarte the Maracuja Juicy Palettes. We have 12 dusty, boring eyeshadow palettes, which it's 2 palettes with the same eyeshadows, 3 creams, by the way.
It's the same
eyeshadow
colors.
Because
how lazy are we?
Girl, basically it's like a light to medium and a medium to deep.
And where the eyeshadows are all of a sudden going to be the same?
Well, they work on everyone. Look at that white. Look at the white matte. That white bone is going to look good on anybody who those 3 cream blushes would work for.
The first half of that palette ain't working. Even those dusty gray purples at the top are not working. Wait, how are we not changing the shadow? I didn't even notice that.
Can you believe that?
The fact that the colors are not even changing unapologetically, they said, we're not spending that amount of money. Just change the blush shades.
Just change the blush shades. And again, Juicy Maracuja. Because we got to do the same thing.
And did you see that these new Maracuja plumping click sticks are glittery now?
Yeah, because
and it's the new rage.
It's something different. But honestly, the main reason I pulled this up was because of the trend mood.
The Facebook's mom.
Facebook's
mom.
We're ripping this apart. The Facebook moms are going to devour this. Another one was the Maracuja title is tired. Oh my God. The third one, yes, Tarte, give us nothing. 4, Tarte putting yet another out and yet another dusty eyeshadow palette. And 4, Juicy is Juice in the room with us right now. Was my favorite. Shout out to you, A.IRRIE, because that was my favorite comment.
I'm obsessed.
Like, people are done with
it.
Is
Juice in the room?
Is the Juice in the room with us now? What is juicy about that?
That is disgusting.
What is juicy?
Ew, I can't look at it anymore.
Can you believe that for dark skin?
No, it's insulting is what it is. That's insulting
that
to have
brown.
the same eyeshadows, to have the same green-brown eyeshadow.
Yeah.
It is literally all going to look dusty and gray from start to finish. We just don't know about skin tone.
No.
We don't know how things perform.
It's Tarte.
Yeah, it's Tarte.
Pass. Next up, clearly. We have the Kylie Cosmetics came out with her first foundation. Power Plush Long Wear Foundation. So look at the shade range. Lovely.
Yeah.
Good job. You have the fucking money. So you better. And then I want to shout out a friend of mine. So you can follow her on Instagram. She is the Beauty Radar. She must have got access to this early, and she is showing off the foundation. To me, it looks like a natural finish. Like, it doesn't look overly glowy. It doesn't look crazy, but the coverage looks beautiful. The finish looks beautiful, like, once this is set. And she came out with a matte setting spray, which, speaking my language. So it just looks like a beautiful, nice everyday foundation. Not like a big swing and super glow or a big swing and super matte. It looks like a nice natural finish. So I'm very excited. On our way to the mall today, it dropped, and I ordered, without asking you, your shade, my shade, and the setting spray, because we need to try it and film with it.
I'm really, really looking forward to this. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what this brings.
While I'm thinking about it, because I'm very stupid, the foundation dropped means it's on the website and I can read the details. So it is the Power Plush Longwear Foundation. 1 fluid ounce, $36, hydrate and blur. Okay, so the Power Plush Longwear Foundation is hydrating, instantly smoothing foundation with medium buildable coverage, 12-hour wear, weightless formula, blends in and blurs fine lines, pores, and texture, soft, cushiony feel with an airbrushed satin finish. Love. Not too dewy, not too matte, but the perfect in between.
So literally,
can I clock swatches or can I clock swatches?
Yeah, like
just
literally what you just said.
Seeing her put it on, that's what I mean. So preach, girl. I'm very excited about it.
So clearly we would purchase.
Paraben free. Yeah.
We did purchase. So it was already purchased. So we clearly.
We purchased.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let's talk about it, because we just talked about brands in their flop ears. And I quite literally ripped Fenty Beauty a new ass, saying that they have nary a successful complexion product. Quite literally saying, where is the hydrating concealer? What dropped probably 2 days after filming that episode? Fenty Beauty hydrating concealer. Went to Sephora, bought my under eye shade, the shade that matched my face, sold out of, text you, you're working at a Sephora, you buy it for me, go home. I tried this, and I'm going to try it again twice, if not 3 times. Mama, if I had a dry skin cell, accentuated it beyond belief.
Yeah.
And it's a hydrating concealer. It was not the gig for me.
Yeah, I put this on. I had another concealer on. I had my Anastasia tried and true on. I put this over it, and I told you it was lifting my Anastasia off. I was like, what is going on?
I know. You tried to put it over another concealer, and it was removing
the first
concealer. And let me put it this way. Let me make it easy for you. Is it more hydrating than NYX Serum Concealer, which is 1/3 of the price? No. So pass.
Yeah, honestly. And go watch our latest beauty video that is probably out, because that concealer ate.
Girl. Okay. Yes. Next up, we have another concealer. This is I think it's like the real flawless Laura Mercier serum concealer. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I want to try this a little bit more, but after I've been living with this, I'm going to give it a pass.
I'll give it a pass because I don't remember walking away feeling confident that day about it. And I agree
with you. And I will also say, in the kind of cycle of me trying this and the Fenty, I was in that kind of dehydrated phase, like I was saying earlier in the episode. So I really expected a lot from the concealer. But I can tell you, in that dehydrated phase, if I had used my Natasha Denona or the NYX Serum Concealer, would it have looked like these? No. So that's where, to me, I think the Fenty was bad. I will just say that. But where I think the Laura Mercier is kind of good, this new line from Laura Mercier almost has a liquid to powder dry down. And I think it's very good for oily skin. So the problem with oily skin is a lot of mattifying products that are good for oily skin tend to be very heavy. They tend to be, think like e.l.f. Camo Concealer.
Yeah.
They're very thick. Like, people think, oh, matte, you want coverage. Like, no, girl. Like, sometimes people with oily skin just want a little nice tinted moisturizer. Like, chill. Like, so that's where it's hard to find lightweight products that are also matte. And I think for this being a serum concealer, I would give this a little bit more of a matte rating because of that dry down and because of that fusion with the skin that we were saying. It almost has that liquid to powder. So where the NYX Serum Concealer, it gets a little shiny because it's so hydrating.
It stays radiant.
This, to me, is the NYX Serum Concealer, but for oily skin. I would purchase if you really have combo or oily skin.
Yeah.
But not if you have dry, just go get the NYX Serum
Overall,
Concealer.
I don't know. I was not a fan of this. I would pass. And also, too, why are some of these shades gray? Look at 4CO and then the third shade down from the darkest 6N1.
Yeah.
And then we go to 6W1, which is warm. And then all of a sudden, the darkest shade. Laura Mercier, it has been years. Fix your shade range.
Always struggles.
Why is it always such like a hardcore? Why do we jump from pink, yellow, orange, pink, purple, gray,
green,
nude, pink, orange, yellow,
magenta,
green,
violet? Yeah.
Like,
no, totally.
Honey,
and
the
that
whole
dark
Roy
shade,
G.
girl.
Biv.
Yes. Why do we have one dark, deep shade and then we jump all the way up to like caramel? Yeah.
Literally. And then gray.
Yes. Totes. So, like I said, maybe try it out if you are more oily, but it's not anything revolutionary. So, yeah, pass-ish.
Pass.
Check it out if you whatever. Okay.
Oh!
Girl! We have it on that. Where is it? We have it in the studio.
Oh my God.
We filmed with these. Check out our full face of viral makeup video, beauty video, because we featured these. These are the Mario Satin Cream lipsticks. And I am currently the lightest shade, Midtown. She is a cool tone, nude, and she is...
I mean, Midtown, South Shore.
breathtaking.
I feel like I'm going to be like Whitney Houston at the award show. Midtown, South Shore, Midtown, Bronx, baby.
Yeah.
All of them. Broadway, 917, downtown.
Flatiron.
Flatiron
Girl.
is the only boo-boo one. No, not the only.
It's the second.
Soho.
So it's the lightest shade is Midtown, then Flatiron, then
South Shore.
South Shore, then Bronx, baby. Out of the nudes, Midtown, South Shore, Bronx, baby, stunning. Flatiron, orange. She is gross. Caramel deceiving, and none of the photos look it, but I ordered it. I'm returning it. Then I also bought the darkest
Downtown Girl,
and I bought Empire State or something.
Or
Rockefeller. It's like the blue-based red.
Yes.
Stunning. Those 5 are breathtaking, but this formula is to die for.
I want these in every color,
girl,
imaginable. It is.
How
honestly,
have you not bought that pink?
It's not what you think.
It's not that pink.
No, it's
I
not.
will say this.
It's not the pink that you think.
I will say this is these lipsticks are breathtaking, but every photo, I don't care if it's on Sephora, Makeup by Mario's website, are not what they look like in person.
No.
So you got to scoot down to the store and see these in person because the photos are off. South Shore looks so light in photos, and then it's like deep. Everything is darker than you think.
You know what? You're 100% right because every single one that I like is darker in person.
Yeah. That's why South Shore, like I was like, oh, okay, this is like a a medium nude. Yeah, it's not pale by any means.
No.
Like, yeah. So, but these are beyond
outstanding. I
to check out.
These, so purchase.
Holy shit, they're purchase.
Oh.
All right, and then we got a little 2-for-1 here. We have 2 new launches from e.l.f. We have liquid blushes as well as the Camo Hydrating CC Cream. So if you remember the OG e.l.f. Camo CC Cream back in the day, all black packaging.
They don't make it?
I just mean that it came out years ago. Yeah, it's old at this point. You know, it came out, I don't know, maybe 3 years ago. That it definitely, to me, is a dupe for the It Cosmetics. We will try this and let you know how it is. But I will say I have high hopes because I loved the original
the original one.
Oh, God, girl. So
and these blushes, I bought a few the other day.
Have you gotten, I had to order them online because everything was sold out. Have you used them?
I have not used them yet. I picked up 3.
I'm assuming you swatched them on your hand.
There was no testers.
Of what you bought.
I haven't even touched them.
Oh, you bought it and didn't open it immediately.
Didn't swatch them immediately.
How unlike you. Yeah.
I usually don't.
I swatch it in the car. I opened my Ulta package that you read me to filth. I opened every product and put it on both of us while you were driving.
Yeah.
I need to immediately feel it.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Wow. The only thing I'm nervous about with these is, do they have shimmer in them?
So that's
because
my
Mama,
thing,
those
swatches they look a little doo-doo.
Are sweaty.
Little doo-doo.
Girl, those are
the little the Say Beauty ones.
Mama. Tinted Pam cooking spray.
Yeah, that's
these
and also,
are
what is that top blush shade? Who's that doing anything for?
That is a pink concealer. Yeah.
That's a color corrector.
But girl, what are those swatches? They are radiant.
I know.
So I'm nervous.
I bought both.
Girl, how
pink
old
ones,
are you? I'm getting nervous.
Well, girl.
Yeah.
With the apron. the cape
looking
on.
like the Babadook.
Yeah. But yeah, I bought like 3 of these. I bought both pinks, I think, and then the coral one. And I'm like, okay, like we'll see if they give. But I don't know. I don't know about her.
I know.
I'm a little, but for $8, I was like, let me get a few and see what they're like.
I know.
And I was like, we'll see.
You're not going to find the liquid blushes anywhere.
They're sold out
everywhere. So I would wait for our review or just check a review to see what the gig is. But these are both same as Dior. High hopes, entertain it because they're probably great.
They're probably nice.
You know?
Yeah. I just hope they don't have shimmer. But
totes.
We'll see.
All right. We have new Juvia's Place liquid eyeshadows. And so Juvia's Place, for some reason, came out with liquid eyeshadows. And they only came out with them in
3 colors.
3 colors. And I was pissed because they're amazing. They are stunning. And it took them a year and a half to come out with 3 more shades. But I gotta say, I would chop off a toe for that green duochrome. Looks erotic, as well as that blue.
So I'm not gagging. I don't give a shit.
I'm also kind of excited about that little Sunny Delight orange green.
Girl, and you know what? If you would have asked me 6 months ago, I would have bought the pink and that golden color. Girl, it's tired and played out. This duochrome business.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know you live for these, but I
love a liquid eyeshadow.
I'm not gagging until I see these in person and I swatch them because you know what? I have been fooled by Juvia's Place recently with those metallic liners, the 4 liquid liners. I went and swatched them in store, suspended in oil, mama.
I know.
That glitter was
moving. Yeah.
Motion.
Liza. Yeah.
Liza. Yeah. Motion of the ocean.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gagging because you know what? That orangey peach color and this pink one looks cute. The pink is going to reflect blue. The orange is going to reflect gold.
And green.
And it's not going to look right.
The baby blue is sheer.
The baby blue is going to be sheer.
As well as the white.
And the green is going to shift gold. And then the blue is going to shift blue. And it's not going to be duochrome. Like,
you know what?
Girl,
okay.
I'm just over it.
But I will say the other 3 I own are breathtaking. The formula is unreal. So I'm going to swatch the house down boots.
I will swatch. I might not purchase.
I'm calling your bluff. In Ulta today, swatch an Ulta Collection
You did.
Okay, but you wanted it. You fucking read me the same as this.
You read my wig.
You read my wig. You stood next to me in the aisle looking at me like I was fucking oompy-doom. Why you still watching those? Cut to you fucking flicking your bean the minute I put him on my hand going, in Primark, pointing it, going, I wish we got that. So the minute these are on my fucking skin, you are gonna be your fucking squirt is gonna be hitting the other wall. So fuck you, because I'm calling your bluff. I agree with you with some of the critiques. That baby blue is gonna be boots as well as the white, but I'm sorry, that pink, green, Sunny D, orange, and blue, you are gonna be flicking your bean. I will put money on it now. All of you, I'm telling you, you are gonna flick your bean. We have the new...
What is this? Fuck.
Oh my God. We have the new...
You're like, look at this.
Yeah. It's just swatches of a product.
It's the online swatches of a product. It just says the performer. Is that you? The circus monkey in the room with me?
Yeah. We have the new About Face foundation. We are both very familiar with this. It's called the Performer Foundation. About Face is Halsey's makeup brand. We have both used this quite a few times. Girl.
45 shades, $22. Let me tell you something. This formula is stunning. Medium coverage, satin finish, skin-like.
Skin.
Lasts all day, looks amazing throughout the day for $22.
And what I love about this is how beautiful this is over texture, over acne, over pores, over whatever. Like, I will say if you have oily skin, just use a good powder, but you can totally use this if you have oily skin, as well as
I loved this foundation.
I mean, it wears beautifully.
I even put this under my eye a little bit before concealer, and it was a great base to concealer because the way that this does dry down to a skin-like finish.
Totes.
Obsessed. I really clap it up because I was nervous.
Agreed.
When I heard about an About Face foundation, I was like, oh, it's going to be an oopie-doop pump. It is something that I don't love. It looks like it almost looks like their eyeshadow packaging, like jumbo, but I don't love the wand to it because it reminds me of the Clinique foundation with the wand, like that giant,
yeah.
It's just, don't love it. But I will say this does deposit. Like I'm not dipping in 100 times to get more product. I dip in and I'm like, oh, this holds enough product.
One dip.
My full face. My full face.
The whole thing.
I know.
It lasts you forever.
So I gotta say, I'm impressed. Great. I really, really am.
And we buried the lead, packed with skincare ingredients.
And it feels like nothing is on you.
Nothing. It's stunning. Guys, you gotta check this foundation out. It is
$22 too.
And $22.
Are you joking?
I know. Good for her.
Innovative packaging and formula and $22.
All right, chitlins. No?
What does that mean? Is that a hot Carl?
Chitlins? Oh, whoa. Whoa. Maybe my mom only said that?
Like small chickens?
Like children, kind of. Oh. Thank you guys so much for watching a brand new episode of Beautiful and Bothered. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel for your video episode one day early on Sundays, streaming everywhere on Monday. Make sure to subscribe on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Leave us a 5-star review if you can, because that's all they care about. Also, subscribe over on my beauty channel where Kevin and I are posting new beauty videos every single Thursday. They are crazy, lit, fun, sassy. I'm gonna get all fat and sassy. Yeah.
Eat bread and desserts.
Wherever you are, we hope you are happy, safe, and healthy. And remember, you are beautiful.
Oh, I guess I don't say anything this time. Are we just... Am I done? Do I go home now? Am I finished?
And wherever you are, we hope you are happy, safe, and healthy. And remember...
You are beautiful.
Oh. Okay, bye.